Hey, what's up everyone? This week we're going to be highlighting Ace, the lone rep from Type 0 so far. Ace is another marksman character, and he's currently one of the fastest marksmen in the game. He has a pretty strong moveset, and he also has a really unique and intricate X skill. Ace uses a deck of cards as his weapon of choice, so it's fitting that his X skill is pretty luck-based and random. The gist of it is, every 10 seconds, Ace can use his X skill to draw a card from his deck, and that card's either going to be red, black, blue, or yellow. Each color represents a different ability. You can hold up to 4 cards at a time, and the more of the same color you hold, the stronger the ability it represents will be. So red is a damaging attack, black is an attack that will stop your opponent in place for a period of time if it connects, blue is a heal for you and nearby allies' HP and bravery, and yellow is an attack and defense buff for you and nearby allies. It's kind of complicated to explain, so I recommend checking out Trueblade Seeker's Ace moveset video that explains it in detail. I've got it linked down below. You'll understand it better when you see it in action though. While Ace's X skill has the potential to be very powerful if you can get 3 of the same color card at a time from his X skill, it's entirely random what color you draw, so it's very inconsistent and therefore not all that useful to rely on. Even so, continuing to draw cards will be useful on the off chance you start stocking up matching colors. Outside of his X skill, Ace has many fast and powerful mid to long range attacks. He also has a strong dash attack, which is a fast melee range attack that teleports to your target. While Ace's bravery moveset is very strong, his HP attacks aren't quite as powerful. They're not bad, but they're mostly just weaker versions of similar attacks on other characters. That's okay though, because Ace doesn't have to do it all himself in this game. His moveset is really strong for building bravery, disrupting and stunning enemies, and being a bit of a jack of all trades with his X skill. So the first couple of videos we're going to watch are from the user Tomoko, whose channel I have linked down below. He's a top ranked Ace player and he's got a bunch of cool videos on his channel. So let's jump right into this first game and get a look at Ace. Okay, so in this first match here, Ace is going to be using the HP attack Fire RF, which is basically just a long range projectile that he can shoot out. Nothing too crazy about it. One cool thing though is that he can actually charge it and increase the range on it, but it will take him longer to cast it. But what you can do with that is kind of mix up the timing, so, you know, an enemy might be trying to dodge it. Maybe they're going to think it's going to come out at a certain time, but you can start charging it, and it'll come out later than they're expecting. So it's a nice little mix-up, and it's kind of one of Ace's stronger HP attacks. Okay, so getting into the match here, blue team is going to be Ace, Kain, and Cloud, and they're going to be going up against the red team, which is going to be Sephiroth, Vaughn, and Onion Knight. So Ace has 2 pretty strong melee attackers on his team, so he'll probably kind of just hang back, throw out his long-range moves, and let them get up in people's faces. So you see him shooting out that laser long-range attack that's called Jackpot Shot. It's one of his main bravery attacks you're going to see because it has a really long range and it comes out really fast. You see how quickly it just came out there, and he actually picked up some bravery damage on Onion Knight there. He also has that attack right there he's using where he throws out his cards and can kind of glide around. That one's called Flourish. It's really powerful because you have that glide, so you have a little bit extra mobility when you attack. So we see Sephiroth actually just snuck up and dealt some more bravery damage to Ace. That's the second time he's done that, so he's going to have to kind of watch out for Sephiroth and make sure he doesn't catch him in any bad spots. So he's actually trying to throw his Fire RF there. He actually not able to connect there on Sephiroth. He's able to dodge away. You see Sephiroth moving in once again. Ace actually dodges away and Cloud is there to watch his back. So let me just also point out real quick, and let me rewind it a bit so I can show you exactly how his X skill works. So you see that big yellow circle that just popped up? That's him using his X skill to draw a card from his deck. And the reason it's yellow is because obviously he just drew a yellow card. So what you see now, once that goes away, is you see those 4 cards that are kind of falling behind him. That's the cards he's drawn so far, and like I said, you can only hold 4 at a time. But you see he's got 3 yellow cards that he's drawn so far. He's been pretty lucky this game. So what that means is whenever he uses his X skill to use his cards, that's going to give him and nearby allies a 70% increase in their attack and defense, and also a 17% increase in their speed. So it's a pretty powerful buff. So we'll see when he tries to utilize that here in the future. So once again, he's just kind of, staying in between his teammates and the red team, not trying to get too close. He's just going to kind of throw out some of his attacks there. Vaughn actually rushes in. He uses Ground Zero, which is his counter HP attack, thinking Ace is going to throw out a bravery attack. So instead, Ace throws out Fire RF and actually deals some good HP damage to Vaughn. So a smart little mix-up there on his part. He actually connects with Fire RF one more time on Vaughn there, while Vaughn was focusing on Kain, and actually dealt the killing blow to him with that. So a good job on Ace to kind of notice that Vaughn wasn't paying attention to him. So I just want to point out here a cool little interaction. So Sephiroth kind of caught Ace on the tail end of that Fire RF on Vaughn while he was kind of focusing on Vaughn. Caught him with a bravery attack and then put him up here against the wall. and he's about to combo here with a wall rush on Ace, but Kain actually notices this and uses his jump X skill to interrupt Sephiroth before he can do any lasting damage on Ace and deal some good HP damage on Sephiroth. So nice on Kain to be watching out for Ace. So Ace actually just used his X skill there to put that buff on him and his teammates, and now his bravery attacks are dealing a ton more damage. He actually just built up a ton of bravery hitting Vaughn there. He throws out Fire RF and actually picks up a kill there on Sephiroth. So really quickly, with that buff being active, he was able to build up so much bravery he was able to pick up a kill, even though his bravery just got broken by Sephiroth a few seconds ago. So now blue team's going to have Ifrit active. We'll see if they try to play a little aggressively here now that he is going to be a factor. Looks like Cloud is actually kind of caught by the enemy team there. He was kind of off by himself. Kain actually rushed in to try and save him as Cloud died, so that kind of isolated Kain as well. So really quickly, red team picks up 2 kills and makes this an even game here. So blue team's going to have to be a little careful. They still have Ifrit active though, so we'll see if they try to do anything with that. Ace is kind of trying to chase down Vaughn here, throwing out some of his attacks. Nothing really stuck though, so now he's just kind of looking around, trying to stay away from his opponents here. Throwing out that flourish attack so he keeps some mobility. He actually is going to throw out Fire RF here, and so what happens here, it's kind of weird. You see Sephiroth and Cloud are dueling right in front of Ace here. So while Sephiroth wasn't paying attention, Ace tried to throw out his Fire RF to pick up the kill on Sephiroth. He actually gets interrupted by Vaughn here. You don't see the animation from Fire RF go off, but he actually still picks up the kill on Sephiroth though, so I guess it's some sort of glitch or something happened with the animation there. Maybe Vaughn's attack was a frame or two too slow where it interrupted the animation but not the hitbox. But either way, Ace picks up the kill there on Sephiroth. Nice awareness there to know he could get that attack off and pick up the kill while he was focusing on Cloud. So I kind of just wanted to highlight this game specifically just because kind of showcase, first off, you know, he was able to do exactly what a shoot character needs to do. Kind of stay behind his team, look for enemies that aren't paying too much attention, and just kind of picking them off with his long range attacks and with his HP attacks. You kind of saw the great value he was getting with Fire RF when people weren't focusing him, and also you kind of saw some of the impact that his bravery attacks can have with that jackpot shot dealing a ton of damage really quickly, and kind of interrupting enemies there, disrupting them. So just kind of showcase some of his moveset there, and also you kind of got to see him using his X skill there. He got pretty lucky in this game and right off the bat got 3 matching cards, so he's able to use that buff on his team, even though they didn't have a huge impact with it because they tried to summon at the same time. You saw what Ace was able to do, at least, building up some bravery really quickly with that. So a good match to kind of just showcase some of the strengths that Ace has. We're going to get a look a little bit more in depth in some of his other moveset here in these next 2 games. Alright, so this next matchup here, going to be using the same HP attack, Fire RF here on Ace. And so it looks like the blue team is going to be Ace, Bartz, and Cloud. And they're going up against red team, which is going to be Furion, Kuja, and Onion Knight. So pretty balanced teams here on both sides. So Ace is going to kind of try and play that same game here. He's sticking with his team here, trying to stay kind of behind them while he throws out some of his projectiles. You see a new one here. He's throwing out that really slow-moving ball there. That's a good one to just kind of zone your enemies out. It lasts for a really long time and has really good tracking. So it's a good kind of mix-up to use with some of your fast projectiles as well to make it really difficult for the enemy team to traverse the area. So you see Furion is actually trying to chase down Ace there, so Ace threw out one of his projectiles to stop him. He's throwing out Fire RF, but not going to connect with anybody. He catches Furion with a bravery attack there. Bartz tries to follow up with an HP attack, but isn't quite fast enough. Everybody's kind of going in here. Cloud just took a little bit of HP damage, so did Furion, and while everyone was focusing on each other, Ace just kind of backed up, was away from the group, and threw out Fire RF and actually picked up a kill there on Kuja. So nice job picking up the first kill of the game there by Ace. Looks like Cloud actually just fell as well. He was kind of dueling Onion Knight off to the side there, and Onion Knight got the better of him and picked up their first kill, so pretty even matchup so far. Looks like Kuja's trying to chase down Ace there. Ace did a really good job just kind of dodging away from him and not getting caught by anything. Throwing out some projectiles as well to kind of help his retreat and dissuade Kuja from getting too close. So I just want to point out here, you see Cloud actually was just throwing out his Omni Slash there on Kuja. It's going to lead to some really big HP damage, but you see Furion, who was kind of lingering right behind Kuja at that time, noticed this going on. He's throwing out his Lord of Arms HP attack, which is going to try to interrupt Cloud's Omni Slash. So Ace does what he does best here, and from a distance he just throws out one of his bravery attacks here, just trying to interrupt Furion here so that he can't interrupt Cloud. So a really good awareness there by Ace, and nice job of supporting his team there and letting Cloud pick up about 2,000 HP damage there on Kuja. So it looks like red team caught a second to throw out their summon. So now they're going to have Rama active, so we'll see how blue team responds here, see if they try to play a little more defensively or if they keep trying to go in here. So you see already Ace actually is having to back up away from his team there to avoid Rama's attack. He's trying to move off to the side, pick up a Fire RF there on Kuja, but it lasted a little too long, so he wasn't able to catch him. Kuja was able to just kind of dash away. You see blue team is just kind of staying grouped up here, trying to dodge Rama's attacks there. Ace is just trying to play really safe, not trying to attack anybody. He actually gets caught by one attack there by Onion Knight, and it kind of throws him into Rama's attack there, so he's going to lose all of his bravery. So you see Kuja's actually trying to take advantage of that. He's trying to get a bravery break on Ace. Bartz notices this and actually comes in for the save there to help Ace out. He picks up a wall rush on Kuja and is actually going to deal a lot of HP damage to him. But you see one more time, Furion's actually trying to interrupt Bartz this time with Lord of Arms and interrupt Bartz's HP attack. So once again, you see Ace really quickly here, just using one of his fastest moves, is going to throw out his bravery attack there on Furion, knock him away, and stop him from getting off Lord of Arms. So once again, nice just playing the support role a little bit there on Ace and just letting his teammates do what they're trying to do. So he throws out Fire RF one more time. Still not able to connect with it. Kind of difficult to hit on this map because there's so many plateaus and so much room to run. So just difficult to connect with it out in the open like that. One more time throwing it out here. Not going to connect once again. But you see everyone's just kind of staying grouped up. Blue team is just kind of backing away. You see blue team is kind of just trying to stick together here. Not trying to rush into anything by themselves. Nobody wants to get caught out by the red team. Looks like Ace is actually taking a little bit of damage there. Onion Knight tries to follow up with an HP attack, but he's able to easily dodge away. Now he's just throwing out some of his projectiles, trying to help his teammates get away. So you see Onion Knight sitting in his shield here. Ace is throwing out his HP attack, which is going to pierce through shields. So he's actually going to pick up a lot of HP damage there on Onion Knight. Probably just a character matchup, lack of knowledge there, not knowing that Fire RF is actually an HP attack there. So he's actually going to pick up some good damage on Onion Knight. So red team's actually trying to move in here. They're all grouping up here on Ace. Furion actually caught Ace on the ground there, started comboing him with some of his bravery attacks. So this is the last thing you want to get stuck with against a Furion. Furions love ground game, that's what they're absolutely the best at, so it's really difficult to get away from a Furion who's got you locked down on the ground. So what Ace is actually going to do here, he's going to use his Teleport X skill, which makes him invulnerable for a second and actually teleports him to his target. So instead of getting wall rushed and then probably HP attacked here by Furion, he's actually going to escape this combo and teleport over by Kuja. So he's actually going to escape the brunt of what Furion was trying to do. He still gets hit a little bit by Furion, but definitely in a better position there. Avoids the wall rush and avoids the eventual HP damage. So it looks like Cloud actually got stuck there in the corner as Bartz and Ace got away. So they actually picked up a kill there on Cloud, putting blue team at a 1 health bar deficit. They're going to get their summon off here though, so they're going to have Ifrit available on the field now. We'll see if they can play aggressively behind him and pick up any HP damage on the red team. So really quickly, you see Ace is trying to play aggressively here. He's throwing out his Fire RF, throwing out some of his bravery attacks, just trying to pick up some damage on the red team. So it looks like he actually just threw out Fire RF again, picked up some more HP damage there. Something worth noting though is that even though it looks like he's connected with Fire RF a few times on the enemy, and I think the blue team is connected with a couple HP attacks as well, they're doing a really good job of staying grouped up and using their HP regain on each other, the red team is. So even though they're connecting with all of these HP attacks, their health bars keep getting filled back up, so they're not converting to any actual kills here. So red team's going to have to do a better job of focusing on enemies that have lower HP and actually picking up kills instead of just doing HP damage. So you see blue team is grouping up here. They're trying to pick up an attack there on Furion, not able to connect with anything. Looks like Bart's actually able to chase him down though into the corner and actually pick up the kill finally on Furion there. So now we've got an even game here, 1 health bar apiece on both teams. Ace was trying to throw out Fire RF there on Kuja, who's really low health, but he wasn't able to connect just because of the angle of the attack. So he's going to just throw out his flourish attack there, just try to use its mobility to kind of get some distance between him and Furion. Unfortunately, that sets him up to get attacked by Kuja from behind. And so now what I want to point out here is that if you look on the minimap and just kind of look at the general surroundings, so Onion Knight and Furion have both committed to chasing Ace here, and they're actually going to convert and do some HP damage here. Onion Knight hit him with one of his HP attacks, but you can kind of see that both of them had about 1500 bravery, Onion Knight had a little bit more, so he was able to deal about 2,000 HP damage to Ace, but not enough to pick up a kill. And what they've done is they've kind of committed to this 2 versus 1 on Ace, which means Kuja's kind of left alone under that plateau there, kind of forced to fend for himself against both Bartz and Cloud. You notice that Bartz has 4,000 bravery, but it doesn't even matter because Kuja only has 750 health, so either one of them can pick up a kill. So what's actually going to happen here, if you see beyond Furion and Onion Knight, you're going to see that Cloud already has Kuja locked in his Omni Slash there. Furion notices it and tries to rush over there to do something about it, but it's too late. Cloud has already picked up the kill, winning the game for the blue team and finishing off the match. So nice awareness by Cloud there to note that Kuja was kind of isolated and yet he would have plenty of time to pick up the Omni Slash and finish off the game there. So that was a nice long game there, kind of gives you a better idea of Ace's skill set. I definitely think this one showcased the power of his bravery moves. You saw how he was able to get a lot of really quick interrupts on Furion specifically, but on the enemy team's HP attacks, using that flourish attack and using that dash attack that he has. So he definitely has really powerful bravery moves and also has pretty versatile projectiles as well, like I was saying at the beginning of the game, where you can kind of switch up between using the slow moving projectiles that are really strong for zoning and then also using some of his fast projectiles to make it really difficult for the enemy team to dodge all of your attacks and really know how to approach. Okay, for this last matchup here, we're going to actually be going to a different YouTuber. His name is Inishi, and he has kind of a different play style. He kind of goes for a more long range combo-y type play style. He's going to use a different HP attack here. It's called Tower Laser, and it's basically a large pillar of light that Ace will put out in front of him towards a target. It has crazy vertical range, but it only lasts for a second or two. It's kind of similar to Vaughn's White Whirl, actually. So you'll kind of see that in action here. Okay, so blue team is going to be Ace, Lightning, and Squall, and they're going to be going up against red team, which is Onion Knight, Cloud, and Kain. So a lot of assassin characters here. Ace is going to have to be really careful not to get caught out by any of these characters. Also, Cloud is a really strong character that can use his range to kind of catch people off guard as well. So right off the bat, you see Ace, like I said, he's kind of playing carefully here, just throwing out some of his poke and not getting too close to any of the red members. Cloud actually catches him. Ace tried to move away, but he wasn't able to do it in time. Even though Cloud wall rushed Ace, Lightning was there to actually watch out for him and stop Cloud from following up on that. So he's throwing out that tower laser attack there, wasn't able to connect with anybody, and Cloud is actually able to use cross slash on Ace. Ace wasn't able to get away in time after using tower laser. So Ace is just kind of throwing out some of his long range attacks here. Nobody's really focusing him, even though they're all kind of brawling together there. So he's able to just kind of throw out his attacks. He's building up some good bravery here, while nobody's really caring about him at all. So nice job there by Ace to kind of realize that and just pick up some good bravery damage. So still just kind of throwing out some of his attacks. Cloud is moving in a little closer to him, so you see him just kind of dodging away. Kain tried to throw out an attack there. The summoning stone is active, so Ace is just trying to pick up some of the gauge from there. Cloud actually surprises him from the side and picks up a little bit of bravery damage. So Ace is using his HP attack here. You kind of see this large pillar of light that's showing up right in front of him. He's targeting Cloud with it, but since Cloud was in the middle of an attack animation, he was actually able to keep moving forward and dodge the attack. But what's going to actually happen is, you can't see him on the minimap because he's right on top of Cloud, but Squall is going to attack Cloud here, and what Squall's going to do is he's going to actually knock him right into the tower laser. So it's a really cool team combo there. You see it just kind of happen. So they're actually going to pick up that kill on Cloud there. So first blood of the game goes to blue team picking up that first kill. So once again, Ace is going back to his bread and butter here. He's throwing out some of his attacks. Looks like red team's actually going to pick up Bahamut here, so we'll see if blue team is a little less aggressive here. You see they're aggressively just kind of pushing red team towards the wall here. So now you'll see, so Bahamut's throwing out his attack here, so you see Ace is kind of just dodging backwards. Kain actually comes out of nowhere and picks up an attack on Ace, but once again, Lightning is there to watch Ace's back, make sure Kain can't follow up with anything while Ace is on the wall. So Kain is still kind of trying to move in towards Ace here. Ace is just trying to dodge away and stay away from him. Looks like red team kind of has him surrounded here. He threw out his tower laser attack there and actually picked up some damage on Cloud just a little bit. You see Bahamut's actually throwing out one of his laser attacks here, so Ace is forced to kind of dodge away from it. Cloud was trying to follow up on Ace because of that, but wasn't quite able to. Ace actually hits Cloud with a bravery attack first, interrupting what Cloud is trying to do. So everyone's kind of just grouping up here, throwing out some bravery attacks. Lightning tried to hit with her HP attack but was not able to connect. You see Ace is just kind of throwing out some of his long range attacks as usual. He's kind of staying above everybody, just trying to keep an eye on what red team is doing, trying to see who's the most vulnerable to attack. So what's about to happen here, you see this kind of blue spiral in front of Ace. That's not Tower Laser, that's actually a different bravery attack that Ace has. It kind of looks similar. But what it does, he can put it out right in front of him, and it's just going to do bravery damage. And it doesn't have quite the vertical range that Tower Laser does, but it's the same kind of concept. But basically what's going to happen is you're going to see Kane try to use his X skill, which is jump, on Ace. So Ace has kind of placed this trap here, so whenever Kane tries to use that jump, you're going to see right here, Kane jumps, runs right into that bravery attack, and then Ace gets a ton of bravery, tries to use Tower Laser to follow up with, but Kane was actually able to move away in time. But still a nice little trap to set there. So looks like Ace is just throwing out Tower Laser, wasn't able to connect with anything. He was able to dodge Cloud's cross slash that time though, and they're actually able to pick up their summon here, so now they're going to have Rama active. So they're going to be able to see if they can pick up these last 2 kills here. So what you see right here, you see Ace is throwing out that flourish attack there on Cloud. It's going to actually connect and put Cloud in hit stun there. And also, you see number 3 on the map. Lightning is rushing in on Cloud right at the exact same time. So what's going to happen here, nice little team combo. Cloud is going to get stuck by the attack that Ace is throwing out. Lightning is going to follow up with an HP attack to pick up a kill on him. So Ace is throwing out that Tower Laser there, trying to connect with Kane there. So what you're going to see here is how powerful Rama can be with this Tower Laser HP attack that Ace has. So the thing with Rama's attacks is if you're stuck in this little lightning pillar, you're going to get stunned for a second or two, and normally it's not too bad just because it kind of shoots you vertically, so it can be kind of difficult for people to follow up with HP attacks sometimes depending on what the attack is. But Tower Laser has insane vertical range. So what's going to happen here is anytime anyone's stuck in that kind of attack, Ace is going to be able to follow up really easily. So Kane got caught in this Rama attack, and I think Squall is actually attacking him as well, so he's 100% locked down. So Ace is just going to throw out that Tower Laser, pick up a super easy kill, and finish off the red team just like that. So a really dominant performance there by the blue team, and a lot of really cool team combos by them. You can definitely kind of see what I was talking about there with Ace's moveset, about how powerful his bravery attacks are. You kind of saw one of the combos he was doing there with Lightning for that second kill, just kind of locking Cloud down, and that hit stun with his flourish attack gave Lightning plenty of time to follow up with an HP attack. And also you kind of see, even though I was saying that his HP attacks aren't, the best, he can definitely still do some really good combos with them. I think this Tower Laser is one of his strongest ones, and it's a really good combo HP attack. Now, like I was saying, it's not as strong as, Terra's Meteor or Ramza's Holy, which are, kind of the same type of attacks, except they have bigger range and bigger AoE. But it definitely still gets the job done. He can definitely combo just as well with, characters like Squall, who can lock people down for such a long time. So yeah, that's Ace in a nutshell. He's a really strong character to have on your team. He's one of the better marksman characters, I think. His bravery moveset is just so powerful. He can build up bravery really quickly. And he also seems to be a really strong character that can kind of focus on combos, either helping start them with all of his disrupting bravery attacks, or help finish them off with some of his HP attacks. I really liked all the team synergy in this last match here. I'm not sure if the blue team just all happened to be really good players, but I think every single one of the kills happened because there was some sort of team synergy going on, and you saw a lot of the saves that Lightning was doing whenever Ace was on the wall. So a really good job overall by the blue team here. But yeah, thanks again for watching as always, guys. If you want to check out either of these two YouTubers, I've got their channels linked down below. They have a lot of good Ace content, a lot of different ways to play Ace, so definitely check that out if you are interested. And I just gotta say, I really appreciate all the support I've gotten over the past week or so. I've gained a ton more subscribers and a ton more views on a lot of my videos, so I just really appreciate the fact that you guys are interested in these videos, and if there's anything I can do to make them better, anything specific you want to see in some of these videos, do let me know. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good one.